My father opened the Great Kathmandu in 1986 off the back of the success of the Kathmandu on Sackville Street, which he opened with a few partners. Things didn't work out so well there, so he decided that he'd do it himself. When he chose this site, it used to be a pet shop. He applied for a loan and the bank manager said this is not a good location for a restaurant because the Metropolitan pub across the road used to be quite a bad pub. It used to be called the Midland, I think, and it was quite bad. So the bank manager said, I don't think it'll work, and if it works, I'll eat my hat. Obviously, we did do quite well, and we didn't just let him eat the hat dry. We gave him some sauce to make sure he got it all down.
Before it was very hard to get a grow business, you know. Why? Very small restaurant, 8-seat restaurant we opened it. I opened it, 86. Then start built off, get 25, then start get 30, and start getting 40 and 60, and going upstairs, and then downstairs, then expand next door. Very hard working to do it. I start working morning 8 o'clock till 2 o'clock night. Sometimes I sleep in restaurant. Night time, we sleep here. In 1986, very rough. Now it's very good. This is really nice area.
One of the things about the Great Kathmandu is we feel that family is very, very important. So from my father to my sisters, my brother-in-law, who's the chef, and my nephews as well, we all work together. But I mean, even the staff, we have one staff member who's been here for 23 years, another that's been here for 19, and one that's been here for 17 as well. They're all part of the family, and I feel that that gives us the edge on a lot of other businesses because everyone cares so much about the customer experience because in effect it's their family's reputation on the line.
मेरो नाम रमेश खड्का हो। म ग्रेट काठमाडौँ रेस्टुरेन्टको हेड सेफ। यहाँ काम गरिरहेको चाहिँ नि म 25 साल भइसक्यो। हामी यहाँ खानाको लागि गरम मसला हामी आफै बनाउँछौँ। यो चाहिँ प्राइभेसी हामी अरूले बताउँदैनौँ के हाल्छौँ के हालेर बनाउने भनेर। यदि हामीले सबै चीज बतायो भने कस्टमर आफै बनाएर खान्छ। कस्टमर आउँदैन यहाँ, त्यसले गर्दा हामी बताउँदैनौँ। राम्रो चलिरहेछ, भइरहेछ सबै काम। बोसहरू पनि खुसी छ, काम गर्नेहरू सबैजना खुसी छ। एकदम वातावरण राम्रो छ।
Being a naturally shy person, the restaurant's allowed me to step out of my shell. So I've been able to deal with customers and sort out any problems that arise.
I think working in a restaurant has enabled me to pursue my passion in photography. I have flexibility in the mornings to do my shoots and whatnot, and then I work for the evenings.
My name is Ali. I've been working for the Great Kathmandu for 25 years. It was to be 10, now 42. I'm serving for the customers. I like working for the Great Kathmandu.
One time we got some customer, they're visiting Manchester, they're from Sweden, and they like our makhan chara, it's very nice. And there's 50 people asking for the same dish, but I asked him, why don't try the different dish to share with each other? And they said, no, makhan chara is very nice, we come from here only for the makhan chara. And then the 50 people share the makhan chara, and they're very nice to eat in and happy with this food.
Working in the restaurant is a constant learning process. So when we implemented the booking system, the first thing we did was we got tablets to monitor the tables. Initially my father wasn't too keen on that because he couldn't really see the value, but I think after our Christmas trade, with the amount of bookings we had and the amount of tables we managed to get through, I think he's finally come round to the idea of that. Another thing that's changed in the area is with the advent of the Metro link, it's meant that we thought that it would mean that it would attract a lot of people into Didsbury, but it's also actually enabled people to leave Didsbury. So during the Christmas time, when they have the Christmas markets on, that creates a little bit of a problem for us, because previously we get all the parties here, but now everyone goes into town and they might go to the Christmas markets and then eat out in town. In the early 90s, you used to be able to park wherever you wanted to on Burton Road, but with the advent of more restaurants and more bars opening up on the road, it's created quite a lot of traffic and congestion, and it's increased the amount of problems in terms of parking. And we've also got Tesco's as well, which is here now, and they have a massive loading bay which takes up quite a lot of the parking spaces, and that operates from the morning until 6 o'clock, so no one can park in them, and that's quite a problem for our lunchtime trade.
My name's Mike Smith.
My name's Lindsay.
Rachel and Sean Myers.
My name's Billy.
I've been coming to the Great Kathmandu since 1993.
Yeah, I've been coming to the Kathmandu probably for about 25 years now.
We've been coming here for 15, 20 years.
Now, I've been coming to this restaurant for about 32, 34 years.
The staff have got a lot older, but the changes mainly are it was a small family restaurant in 1993. It's expanded quite a lot. It's a much busier place now. It's a much more lively atmosphere than it used to be.
Restaurant's got a lot bigger. Food probably hasn't changed, still just as good. I think most of the staff are still around. But probably better photography on the walls now.
What's changed? Well, the food hasn't changed. If not, might have got better, but it's got a lot bigger. We've expanded. It's always full and very busy, and always the staff are lovely. But it's just like very family, as though they make you feel very welcome. Always very, very nice. Give the odd free drink, which I might be getting one now. You see, yeah. And they're just lovely, lovely people. All the family are great. I bring all my friends here, and they all love it, and they all say it's the very best.
It's just a lovely family restaurant, and we just feel welcome when we come.
No, it looks very much how we always remember it, really. The quality of the takeaway is exactly the same as the food that we eat when we sit in. So sometimes we decide to sit in, and sometimes we decide just to walk round the corner and go home and eat it.
I like coming because I like to see everyone. I like to see you. I like to see your mum. I don't know. It just brings back memories. It's just a nice place.
I think people who live locally come and eat here. So we do see people that we know.
And you can guarantee the quality of the food. It's always delicious.
So there's lots of places on Burton Road that come and go, but this is a constant good place to eat.
Because we know you from teaching you and your brother and seeing your mum at parents' evening, so we've kind of seen you as children and family,
and you guys
as well as
local school, so.
And the ice cream you used to bring in. Yeah, it's a birthday.
I regularly go to Nepal to get new ideas for recipes, and just to see the culture and try and figure out what kind of things we can use in the restaurant. In the last few years, we've put something called momos on the menu, which is like a staple Nepalese street food. It's steamed parcels of meat, like a dumpling, with tomato chutney, and it's really, really popular. Since we put those on, we get quite a lot of orders for that. So I went recently to check what other things we can do with the menu, and there's a couple of things that we have ideas for. One thing that my father says is we should never remove anything off the menu, so we tend to like just keep adding dishes every year, and at the moment the menu is standing at like 6 pages long. When we started it was literally like a page and a half, and it's grown to such a large level now. So in April 2015 there was an earthquake of magnitude 7.9 in Kathmandu and in Nepal. During that time we tried to move as quickly as we could, so we raised as much money as we could through the restaurant. We also donated some of the restaurant funds as well towards the earthquake relief. And through that we were able to raise enough money for 12 community water filters, which each produces 100,000 litres of drinkable water. And we were also able to build a lot of shelters through the help of the Rotaract Club in Kathmandu, and also through the help of the University of Manchester, which alongside Alison Hamilton and myself, we were able to make Nepali topis, which is like a traditional Nepalese hat, and a lot of people donated their time to create those hats, and we sold them for prices from £10 to £20 each, and the money of that went towards building some of these shelters as well. I think from that we raised about £2,000, and through the kind donations of our customers and the restaurant itself, we were able to raise a further £6,000.
From the Great Kathmandu, we've actually raised £1,360 in total, and that was within like 2 days really. So we've done a very good like charity event, but hopefully it's going to carry on, and we just want to thank everyone for helping us raise that money. Thank you.
We did do quite well, and we didn't just let him eat the hat dry, we gave him some sauce to make sure he got it all down his throat.
So as I'm quite a shy person, working in the restaurant has allowed me to think on my feet. As I'm quite a shy person, the restaurants he's laughing. I can see him bopping up and down as well. Part of my shell. So I've been able to like deal with customers like inquiries. The restaurant's allowed me to step out of my comfort zone, to step out of my comfort shell. Listen, the restaurant's allowed me to like step out of my cage, step out of my shell, being able to deal with anyone's inquiries with ease.
That's it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.